Built like torpedoes and weighing more than a Harley-Davidson, tuna are among the ocean's most powerful game fish. They fight hard, dive deep, and when hooked, they'll test the strength of even the toughest anglers. Today, we're diving into the top 3 largest tuna ever caught using a rod and reel, officially recognized by the IGFA. Let's count them down. Kicking off the list is a tuna caught where most anglers wouldn't think to look, the West African coast of Togo. On April 20th, 2003, angler Philippe Marn was fishing off Lomé when he hooked into a true monster. After a grueling battle, he landed a 385-pound, 12-ounce yellowfin tuna, one of the largest ever caught from African waters. It's a catch that proved big game fishing isn't limited to the Pacific or the Caribbean. Sometimes the biggest beasts come from the least expected places. Coming in at number 2 is one of the most legendary catches in tuna fishing history. On April 1st, 1977, veteran angler Kurt Wiesenhutter was fishing the waters around Isla San Benedicto, part of Mexico's remote Revillagigedo Islands. There, he hooked a yellowfin that nearly broke his gear, and once it hit the deck, it officially weighed 388 pounds 12 ounces. For decades, it stood as the all-tackle world record. It was so big that some doubted the species, but it was confirmed, pure yellowfin tuna. An ocean legend decades before the next one took the crown. And finally, the undisputed heavyweight champion, the biggest yellowfin tuna ever caught with a rod and reel. On November 11, 2024, angler Earl Gill IV was fishing the lower banks off Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, when his reel started screaming. What followed was an epic battle, and when the fish was finally brought in, it tipped the scales at a jaw-dropping 443 pounds. This fish shattered a record that had stood since the 1970s, becoming the new IGFA all-tackle world record yellowfin tuna. Strength, endurance, and a catch for the ages. From the waters of West Africa to the Pacific coast of Mexico, these record-setting tuna aren't just trophies. They're the result of skill, stamina, and split-second decisions that separate good anglers from legends. If you love record-breaking ocean monsters, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more epic battles from the deep.
The electric eel. Forget what you learned in science class. The eel isn't just electric, it's a living stun gun. The electric eel, which can grow up to 8 feet long, can unleash up to 860 volts of electricity. That's enough to knock a full-grown human unconscious underwater. But it gets weirder. When threatened, these eels don't just sit back and zap. They've been recorded leaping out of the water to press their bodies against threats, increasing contact, and delivering multi-pulse electric shocks. Almost like a biological taser. And once the prey is twitching, the eel uses its electroreceptors like a radar system, detecting movements and tracking its paralyzed meal in complete darkness. Oh, and it has lungs. Yup, this aquatic nightmare actually breathes air, surfacing every 10 minutes to gulp oxygen. Without it, it would suffocate. So, to recap, it's a fish that breathes air, locates prey with built-in radar, and dishes out lightning strikes powerful enough to stop a horse's heart. Evolution didn't just give it superpowers, it turned it into a weaponized battery with gills.
Long, lean, and lethal. The northern pike is a cold water predator with a reputation for ferocity and power. Also known as the great northern pickerel, jackfish, or simply pike, this species haunts lakes and rivers across Europe, Asia, and North America. With its duckbill snout, needle-sharp teeth, and lightning-fast ambush strikes, it's one of the most feared freshwater fish on the planet.
Look at the size of this pike.
Today, we're counting down the top 3 largest pike ever caught with a rod and reel. These aren't just fish, they're freshwater monsters. Our countdown begins in the crisp northern waters of Karlshamn, Sweden, where on September 19, 1998, angler Christer Mattsson set a record that still holds today. Using just a 6-pound test line, Christer landed a monster northern pike weighing 35 pounds, 12 ounces. Hooking a fish like this on such light gear takes serious finesse and serious nerve. It's not just the size of the pike, it's the skill behind the fight that makes this catch legendary. Next up, we head to the scenic waters of Lago Maggiore, Switzerland, a deep alpine lake that's known for hiding giants. On December 10, 1990, Giacomo Pinotti was fishing with 8-pound test line when he battled and landed a 43-pound 3-ounce northern pike. With its razor teeth and explosive lunges, this apex predator is notorious for breaking lines and hearts, but not this time. Pinotti's catch remains one of the most impressive light tackle pike records in the world. And now, the absolute king for more seas of the pike world. On October 16, 1986, Lothar Louis was fishing Germany's Lake of Grefferen when he hooked into something massive. After an intense fight, he brought to shore a northern pike weighing 55 pounds, 1 ounce, still the all-tackle world record to this day. This fish was over 4 feet long, with a girth thick enough to rival a saltwater game fish. It wasn't just a pike, it was a prehistoric-looking river dragon. Decades later, no one has topped it, and few have even come close. The northern pike is a living torpedo, cunning, aggressive, and always ready to strike. From Swedish streams to German lakes, these record-breaking giants are a tribute to the wild heart of freshwater fishing. Whether you call them jackfish, gators, or pickerel, one thing's certain: when they bite, you'll never forget it. If you love videos about the world's biggest fish, be sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss a record breaker from the deep.
The Orfish. This silvery nightmare grows up to 36 feet, the longest bony fish on Earth. Rarely seen alive, Orfish wash up dead before earthquakes, fueling myths they're disaster messengers. Their crimson fins undulate like something from another world, and they swim vertically like ghosts in the deep. Are they warning us? Or just victims of tectonic shifts?
Known for its massive sail-like dorsal fin, lightning speed, and explosive acrobatics, the sailfish is often called the ballerina of the open ocean. Also known as the spindlebeak or bayonet fish, this pelagic predator is fast, fierce, and a favorite among saltwater anglers. Today, we're counting down the top 3 largest sailfish ever caught on rod and reel, certified by the IGFA. Let's dive into the legends of the blue. Coming in at number 3 is a record that stood the test of time. On November 10, 1991, angler Ron King was fishing off the coast of Lagos, Nigeria, when he battled a massive sailfish weighing 135 pounds, 5 ounces. These fish are usually found near reefs, eddies, and warm current breaks, and when they strike, they explode in the water. Though caught over 30 years ago, King's sailfish still ranks among the top in the world, a testament to the size of these elusive giants in West African waters. At number 2, we spotlight a history-making catch by one of the most impressive female anglers in the game. On March 6, 2014, Luisa Maria Picara Baptista was fishing the rich waters off Lobito, Angola, when she hooked a sailfish weighing 136 pounds, 10 ounces. Known for short, spectacular runs and aerial displays, this sailfish put on a show before surrendering and solidified Luisa's place in the IGFA record books. It's not just one of the largest ever caught, it's also a symbol of power, patience, and precision. And now, the undisputed titan of the species. On March 12, 2014, just days after Luisa Baptista's catch, Marco Couto was fishing the same region, Lobito, Angola, when he hooked into a sailfish that would break records. Weighing an astounding 142 pounds, 6 ounces, it became the IGFA all-tackle world record for sailfish, a mark that still stands today. With its cobalt blue dorsal sail, blazing speed, and relentless fight, this fish was a once-in-a-lifetime catch, the absolute king of sailfish fishing. Sailfish are fast, flashy, and unforgettable, making them one of the most thrilling catches in saltwater sport fishing. From the coast of Nigeria to the rich blue waters of Angola, these record-breaking catches are more than just numbers, They're stories of heart, hustle, and hook sets that changed history. If you love watching the biggest fish ever caught, be sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more jaw-dropping stories from the deep.
The Goliath Grouper. It's not a submarine, it's not a tank, it's the Goliath Grouper, an 800-pound wrecking ball of muscle and jaw power. Lurking around coral reefs and shipwrecks, these giants don't chase, they ambush. And when they strike, they create a vacuum so powerful it can suck in whole fish or even small sharks with a single gulp. That's not an exaggeration. Multiple divers have recorded Goliath groupers inhaling 4-foot sharks in one swift bite. No struggle, no second chance, just gone. And if that wasn't terrifying enough, these fish have a secret weapon: sound. When threatened, Goliath groupers can produce a deep, booming noise using their swim bladders. It's not just loud, it's physically disorientating to nearby fish. Scientists have compared the effect to a sonic blast, capable of stunning or confusing prey before the grouper strikes. They can grow over 8 feet long, weigh up to 800 pounds, and have been around for millions of years. They're protected in many areas today, but make no mistake, if you're diving and suddenly hear a low underwater boom, you might be in Goliath territory.
They're fast, they're deadly, and when they reach monstrous sizes, they become legends. Armed with a razor-sharp bill and unmatched power, the swordfish is one of the most challenging fish to ever hook on a rod and reel. Today, we're counting down the top 3 largest swordfish ever caught with conventional tackle, certified by the IGFA. At number 3, we head to the waters off Whangaroa, New Zealand, a place known for producing big game fish, but on this day, it delivered something unforgettable. On March 22nd, 2017, angler Nikki Sinden hooked into the fight of her life. Battling a deep-diving, thrashing swordfish on a 130-pound class line, she landed a beast that tipped the scales at 361 kilograms, or 795 pounds, 14 ounces. It remains the women's 130-pound line class world record and one of the heaviest swordfish ever caught on rod and reel. Power, patience, precision. Sinden's catch wasn't just big, it was history-making. Coming in at number 2 is another monster from New Zealand's waters. On April 9th, 2012, angler Jim Gigger was fishing near Cape Karakari when he hooked a swordfish that would go down as one of the heaviest ever caught on 80-pound test line. After a brutal fight, Gigger landed an 891-pound, 8-ounce swordfish, a certified IGFA 80-pound line class world record. This catch showcased not only the angler's endurance, but also the raw power of the ocean's most elusive billfish. 2 hours of war, nearly 900 pounds of ocean fury, and one name etched into sport fishing history. And now, the king of them all. On May 7th, 1953, angler Louis Marin was trolling off the coast of Iquique, Chile, when he hooked into something colossal. With nothing but 80-pound test line and 1950s gear, he waged an epic battle against a fish no one had ever seen that size. When it was finally weighed, the swordfish came in at 536.15 kilograms, or 1,182 pounds even. It remains the all-tackle world record swordfish, and no one has come close to breaking it in over 70 years. This isn't just a record, it's a myth made real, the stuff of ocean legend. These catches aren't just about luck. They're about skill, stamina, and the relentless pursuit of something bigger. From the waters of New Zealand to the coast of Chile, these swordfish were caught by anglers who dared to fight giants, and won. If you enjoyed this look at the ocean's most legendary catches, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay hooked for more epic tales from the deep.
The Fangtoothoth Fish. If you thought the ocean surface was scary, wait until you drop over 16,000 feet into the abyss. Meet the Fangtoothoth Fish, a creature that looks like it swam straight out of an alien horror film. Its jagged, saber-like fangs are the largest proportional to body size of any fish in the entire ocean. No joke, its teeth are enormous. It literally can't close its mouth. So how does it eat without stabbing itself in the brain? Nature's answer, a set of grooves in the roof of its mouth, custom slots for its oversized fangs to slide into. Luckily for us, this deep sea menace maxes out at only about 6 inches long. But don't let that size fool you. With its pitch black scales, nightmare grin, and ability to sense even the slightest movement in total darkness, it's a mini monster you never want to meet face to face. Even creepier, it's been caught in the midwater trawls far above its normal depth, suggesting it might venture closer to the surface when it's dark enough. It can't see well, it's always hungry, and it literally grows into its teeth. In the deep sea, it's eat or be eaten, and the Fangtooth is ready for war.
Fast, fierce, and built like a torpedo, the Wahoo isn't just one of the ocean's most aggressive predators, it's also one of the fastest fish in the sea. But what happens when these high-speed beasts grow to record-breaking sizes? Today we're counting down the top 3 largest Wahoo ever caught using just a rod and reel. These aren't just big, they're monstrous. Coming in at number 3 is a Wahoo that redefined expectations. In 2005, angler Sarah Hayward was fishing off the coast of Baja California, Mexico, when she hooked into something massive. After a brutal fight on light tackle, she landed a 184-pound Wahoo, setting a new bar in women's sport fishing and wowing the world with her incredible feat. This catch became the largest Wahoo ever caught by a woman, and still ranks as one of the heaviest ever recorded. Fast, violent, and relentless, this Wahoo was a true Baja beast. Number 2 takes us to the Wahoo capital of the Pacific, Hawaii. In 1999, angler Dan McGarry was fishing near Kailua Kona when he hooked into what he thought was a small marlin. But when it came close to the boat, jaws dropped. It wasn't a marlin, it was a Wahoo. A 190-pound lightning-fast torpedo that nearly spooled his reel. This Hawaiian monster measured over 8 feet long, making it one of the longest Wahoo ever seen, and an unforgettable catch that still holds legendary status among island fishermen. And at number 1, the reigning king of Wahoo. Caught on July 29, 2005 off Loreto, Mexico by angler Sarah Hayward, the IGFA all-tackle world record Wahoo weighed in at a staggering 184 pounds. Wait, didn't we already hear about that one? Yes, and here's why. Despite reports of larger Wahoo being caught, no catch heavier than 184 pounds has ever been officially recognized by the IGFA. Rumored 190-pounders and 200-pound giants have surfaced, but without proper documentation, they remain legends, not records. So until the ocean gives up an even bigger beast, the 184-pound Wahoo remains the undisputed champion. These incredible fish weren't just trophies. They were battles, explosive runs, blistering speed, and relentless power. Catching a giant Wahoo isn't just luck, it's a war. So whether you're trolling off Hawaii or chasing shadows in Baja, remember, the next world record could be on your line. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you want more record-breaking catches from the deep. They're the giants of the open ocean. Sleek, powerful, and armed with a spear-like bill, the blue marlin is the ultimate deep-sea predator. But every now and then, one of these titans surfaces, and it rewrites the record books. Today, we're diving into the top 3 largest blue marlin ever caught with a rod and reel. And trust me, these fish are the stuff of legend. At number 3, we travel to the waters off Bateman's Bay, Australia. It was February 26, 1973, when the angler Peter B. Wright hooked into something massive, a fight that would go down in Australian fishing history. After a backbreaking battle on a 130-pound test line, he landed a 1,431-pound blue marlin. It was the largest blue marlin ever caught in Australian waters, and remains one of the heaviest ever landed anywhere in the world. With a length over 14 feet and power like a freight train, this marlin was a deep-sea monster, and Wright, a legend. Number 2 on our list takes us to the Atlantic coast of Brazil, where one of the most controversial marlin catches in history took place. In 1992, angler Paulo Amorim landed a jaw-dropping 1,402-pound blue marlin off the coast of Vitória, Brazil. Though it's not the official all-tackle world record due to technicalities in the line class and rules at the time, this fish is widely regarded as one of the largest marlin ever landed with a rod and reel. It was photographed, weighed, and made headlines across the globe, but due to IGFA standards, it remains a near miss, a giant that just slipped past the record books. And at number 1, the largest blue marlin ever caught by rod and reel in recorded history. On May 31st, 1970, angler Jay DeBobian was fishing off the coast of Oahu, Hawaii, when he hooked into a true sea monster. After nearly 2 hours of back-and-forth combat on a 130-pound test line, Jay landed the catch of a lifetime, a 1,805-pound Pacific blue marlin. This massive marlin shattered the IGFA record and still stands today as the all-tackle world record blue marlin. That's nearly a ton of raw ocean muscle. A marlin so big it dwarfed the boat and left the entire sport fishing world in shock. The blue marlin isn't just a fish, it's a force of nature. To catch one this size isn't just a feat, it's a battle of will, endurance, and pure adrenaline. From the coast of Hawaii to the shores of Brazil and Australia, these record-breaking giants prove one thing. Out there in the deep, the next legend could be waiting beneath your boat. Thanks for watching. If you love wild stories from the ocean depths, make sure to like, subscribe, and join us for more epic catches from the deep blue.
Anglerfish. Females have teeth like shards of glass and a bioluminescent lure to attract prey. Males, they bite the female and fuse to her body, becoming a parasitic sperm sac. This 3,000-foot horror is nature's most twisted love story. The Frilled Shark. With 300 needle teeth and a body like an eel, this living fossil strikes like a cobra. Rarely seen alive, it's been dragged up from 5,000 feet, where it likely feasts on squid and other sharks. Its gills form a frilled collar, making it look like the goblin shark. This deep-sea freak's jaw shoots forward like a monster movie puppet to impale prey. Its skin is translucent pink, revealing blood vessels beneath. Fewer than 50 have ever been caught. Most die from pressure changes, their bodies bleeding from the gills. The stonefish. Camouflaged as a rock, the stonefish has 13 venomous spines that deliver agony so severe, victims have begged for amputation. Its toxins melt flesh and can kill in hours. Even dead, its spines remain lethal. Found in shallow tropical waters, it's the ocean's most sadistic ambush predator.
The viperfish. The viperfish is one of the deepest living predators, hunting 9,000 feet down. Its teeth are so long it can even close its mouth. But the real shock? Those fangs are see-through, making them invisible to prey. How does it fit?
The Atlantic wolffish. It looks like it crawled out of a Norse myth, but the Atlantic wolffish is 100% real and 100% terrifying. With a face only a mother could love, and even she might flinch, this deep-sea bruiser is equipped with a set of bone-crushing jaws so strong, it can pulverize sea urchins, lobsters, and clams like they're popcorn. Its fang-like front teeth are designed to seize prey, while rows of molar-like grinders in the back make quick work of anything with a shell. And here's the kicker. Its teeth self-sharpen and regrow constantly, so the bite only gets better with age. Add to that a body armored with thick, slimy skin and a growl that fishermen say sounds like an engine starting underwater, and you've got a creature that doesn't just look mean, it is. They can grow up to 5 feet long and weigh over 40 pounds. And when hauled onto boats, they've been known to snap broom handles and even crush fishing gear with a single bite. And while they're called wolffish, they're not actually wolves or eels. Their meat is considered a delicacy, earning the nickname poor man's lobster. But don't think they're defenseless. Their skin contains venomous spines, and careless handling has sent more than a few fishermen to the ER.
Number 1, a white shark weighing 2,664 pounds. Seduna, Australia. On April 21st, 1959, Alfred Dean set a record that still stands as the pinnacle of big game fishing. Fishing off Seduna, Australia, Dean hooked and landed a gigantic